But the dude's name, he's going to use the pseudonym that left all his comments. First he said that he was watching. Then he said we, as in more than one. Then he said, well, he said a couple of things that I already kind of knew. And on the Justice Department's website, it actually says to report these crimes to them. And, you know, I remember 8 months ago, maybe a year now, it's been a minute, I said, you go your way, I go my way. Instead, people want to inflict psychological damages. Hey, bro. See, because instead of going straight down Route 1, they're going to go through the neighborhood. Because the fire department is straight down Route 1 on the left. But they're going to go through the neighborhood. That's amazing, isn't it? Sons of... Now I think that's a little bit funny, because why wouldn't you take a straight shot on a 2-lane street versus a street with turns and a 1-lane street to get back to where you're supposed to go? Because when you look up all of the information, it says the people who take part, some, not all, some of your local policemen, some Masons, some citizens on patrol, some. See, I'm saying some here because not everybody wants to commit acts of aggression, terrorism, domestic terrorism, wants to deprive under the color of law, or conspire against another, for which is 2 or more persons. How you doing? Wanting to conspire against another. So that was just 5-0, like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm walking up the street. I'm going home. Body camera. Backpack. I ain't do shit wrong. But he gonna creep. First, I'm gonna have fire department creep, and then 5-0 creep. What's that about? What did I do that I'm being creeped upon? Walking from the store? Talking? I didn't know those things were illegal. Did you? Did anybody know that those things were illegal? Walking, talking? I'm making a video, so you know, my body camera can back me up on everything I'm saying. See the little red light? That means it's recording. Now, that seems to be the same. I mean, it looks like the same vehicle that stopped me at 2 in the morning in my old front yard. I ain't never been stopped in my own yard. Never. Never, ever, ever. I used to camp in a tent in my yard. I don't know what is so wrong with camping in a tent, being outside. I mean, who wants somebody to smoke this in the house all the time versus sitting outside? Because, you know, I'd rather sit outside and smoke a Black and Mild because it's tobacco. I'd rather sit outside and smoke one of these, catch some fresh air, and not make your house smell like you just sat and smoked a pack of cigarettes. But I mean, if you want to ride past me and GPS me and profile me, that sure is what it looks like. So you got a person walking, not doing anything wrong, head to toe. Look. Head to toe. Body camera. Now, would a person wear a body camera and be doing something in public? Like, seriously. It's like you're being GPSed, followed, stalked, harassed. I mean, that's what that seems like. Now, see, it's bad enough that when I left the other place, you know, I'm widowed. You know, I got 3 kids, 1 young one. I can't grab everything. You know, I'm one person. Somebody takes it upon themselves to break shit and throw it away and say that there was a couple of trash bags. Okay. Couldn't a call have been made and said, hey, I mean, I just walked to the store and passed the block. Could not have been called and said, hey, can you come back and take this out? Now my kids are pissed. But before that, I had people using these things, these weapons. You look them up. Look up remote neural monitoring. It says NSA and the police and the military have these capabilities. Well, that's torture. It's defined under torture. Mind altering, taking control over one's mind. That's torture. Oh, and using psychedelics. So I'll show you the footage from here, if I called it. I mean, I wasn't doing nothing wrong, so it wasn't like I was going to turn all the way around. I'm walking, talking, and smoking my Black and Mild. Now, maybe my last video that I put up ruffled some feathers. Maybe somebody has been divulging what I do, even though I haven't done anything wrong, anything illegal. But maybe somebody is divulging my private life, for which is illegal under Maryland state law. I mean, you're gonna slow down and creep. What? What'd I do? What? No. I mean, that's the second time in a week About 7 days ago, I had one sitting in a parking lot. And I got him on a body camera. He turned in, pulled back out. Was sitting at the entrance. I went to the store, came back out. He was in the parking lot. I lit my black and mild. Started walking. That's what I always do. I mean, I don't have a personal helicopter. I got a daughter that's missing, and, you know, I really put it in the system today. You know, I went a little bit above and beyond, probably. But, no. People get free shit, and then you read the neighborhood watch. 2 people in a car. 1 drive, 1 have a phone. They are to relay to another one, to another one, to another one. Then if a person commits a crime, they are radioed to call the base station, someone sitting at home, and they are to call the police. That is a form of stalking. Neighborhood watch is when you sit on your porch, look out your window, see somebody committing an act of crime, violence, whatever, and you call it in. Or you happen to be driving down the road and you see somebody suspiciously creeping around somebody's yard at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, I don't know who's out at 4 o'clock in the morning, but you see where I'm going with it. No, that shit is not right. It's not right on any level. I mean, you see how far I'm walking. All I've done the whole time is talk. I mean, I did stop once. Twice. And to become a member of Citizens on Patrol, you take a 10-hour ride along and a 4-hour class. At least that's what I thought the shit said. Then you get a canvas bag, people bike. It's bad enough I'm up all night last night worrying about my daughter because she's driving around with a 14-year-old with no license. To deal with other bull? No. This is not Nazi Germany. If I want to walk somewhere, I'm going to walk. If I got to take the bus, cab, train, I'm going to do that. See? See what I got to go through? And this one isn't even on. Like, the light wasn't even blinking. No, I didn't even put headphones in for that walk. But I sure as shit should not be getting profiled because I'm walking. No. Tortured for the last 2.5, 3 years. And a good... See, it's convenient, you know? Kids were outside. Carol. I should not be getting profiled because I'm going to the store. I don't know where, you know, people thought that that would be okay. This is me on my way home. Let's speed it up. That right there is a cop, like I'm doing something wrong. But on top of it, let me back it up. Oh, hold on, I gotta go the other way.
I remember a few months ago, maybe a year now, I said,
In a second, the fire department gonna ride by me on a 1-lane road. There they are. And then here we got sirens. I mean, really? When did this become Nazi Germany? When did this become, oh, we'll give you free shit to torture someone because we can't? I'd like to know. Because I don't ever remember it being in my lifetime. So when did it become illegal to walk someplace? I'd like to know, like, when did it become legal to torture someone that moves into an apartment with frequencies and remote neural monitoring when it clearly is defined by law to be illegal? It's illegal by U.S. standards, the Geneva Convention, the European, and the UN. So, when does it become legal? On top of it Why is it every time I talk about this issue, somebody asks me if my daughter can spend a night here, or my other daughter can do this? Why is that? Is that because that's a wall, that's woods, and nobody can see the back half of the, my front door? It's like a blind spot. I mean, I already heard somebody walking up here. It wasn't a deer because deer don't have two damn legs. I'm getting a little sick of people fucking not minding their own business, hoping that I'm going to flip out. No, that's not what the Bible tells me. Not at all. But I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and let people torture me. I'm going to be damned if I'm going to, just be like, oh, it's alright, knock me out for 4 hours. Or, turn on whatever illegal device that is that sends out frequencies and hit me in the head, the heart, whatever. Because I've already got doctors asking me if I've been in some kind of accident or something that caused some brain trauma. If I'm not mistaken, it's illegal to, what do you call that, stereotype? Oh, no, profiling. That's what it was, profiling. It's illegal to profile. Now, if I was doing something wrong other than walking to and fro, different story. But when I got a body camera on, I'm recording the whole way to and fro, and I got a phone in my hand to and fro, well then I don't think I'm doing anything wrong other than exercising my First Amendment right. And if people don't like it because they've aided and abetted in the torturing, they've divulged my private conversations, they've practiced surveillance or committed to doing surveillance on me, well, after 3 years of being tortured, show me a damn warrant. Then show me a polygraph test. Because that's where we are. If people want to act that they're holier than thou, because they're good Christians or good Catholics or good whatever, I call bullshit.